Hey y'all, my name is Coach Carmen. I serve as the Chief Coach and Founder of Mission Accomplished Transition Services. Okay. I was motivated and inspired to establish Mission Accomplished based on the mentorship, sponsorship, and coaching that I received as a youth and young adult. And I really had people who were not biologically attached to me take care of me in ways that my community could not take care of me as it relates to the professional world. My family loves me. We have a great foundation. I grew up in a church. But when it came to preparing myself to move into the professional world as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, and as a social worker who is an entrepreneur, I needed some additional supports, and there were people out there who were kind enough to make that investment of time, talent, and their money into me to make sure that I was able to pursue my dreams and not be the circumstance that I was in at one time in my life.
Awesome. Awesome.
Mission Accomplished Transition Services provides industry-specific career education, coaching, mentoring, and sponsorship services for and underemployed rising young professionals and entrepreneurs between the ages of 13 to 35. We do that by customizing our programs around 4 key industries. That's fashion, event planning, construction, and social entrepreneurship. Our sweet spot is working with intimate groups of people from 2 to 12 to support them with understanding the mechanics of the operations behind the career pathways that they're most passionate about. A lot of times individuals will see the sexiness of a position and they want to pursue it, or they see the amount of money you're able to make within a profession, but really don't understand the day-to-day operation behind that position. And I was fortunate enough to have individuals who really supported me when I was trying to figure out what it really meant to establish a not-for-profit organization. And that gave me more insight than some people may have when they are establishing and launching a business. So I really just took my personal experience and implemented it into the mechanics of Mission Accomplished. We specifically are very passionate about helping individuals understand how they can monetize their craft and owning their power and owning their career and being comfortable enough to ask for what they are worth, or what they feel that they are worth, or at least building themselves up to a point where they are comfortable with asking for the amount of money that they should be getting paid for. Additionally, we network on behalf of our students to make sure that they have a network of support who can help them with moving from point A to point Z. From the point of having an idea to the point of fully developing that idea, to developing a budget, to identifying all the resources that are available within the specific industry that they're interested in.
Nice.
You're good. So at 16, I became homeless. I moved up to Albany with my father. And when I moved up here, I was elated because I am a super daddy's girl. Can't nobody tell me about my father. But my dad, my brother, and my boyfriend at the time were all sentenced to several years in prison. My father, several years. My brother, 7 years to life. And my boyfriend at the time was sentenced to 15 years. That left me in a position where I was homeless and 16 years old, and unfortunately I had family members who did not take an interest in making sure that I was safe. So that's where those mentors and coaches and sponsors really stepped in to make sure that I did not become my circumstance, although because they seen that I did not exactly value myself because of all that was going on in my life. So now I'm just this person that lives in Albany, helping people the same way that people helped me.
Perfect. It sounds like you're definitely a survivor.
I am a survivor and no longer a victim. There's not really much that I dislike about networking. I appreciate getting to know people on a personal and on a professional level. A lot of times I don't exactly start out with the elevator pitch that we teach people. We teach people here at Mission Accomplished to have your elevator pitch, but I feel it's more of you being prepared to share that elevator pitch in the event that is necessary. I actually like to people watch. I like to see how people interact with one another in networking events, and then I find my way, and I'm always laughing, and I've heard that my laugh is infectious, so other people end up laughing.
Okay.
But what I really love is the opportunity to meet people who I wouldn't have typically met. And there are times when I go to events and I have a goal in mind, and I am about my business in that moment to get what it is that I need. So for example, a few years ago, 2015, I went to a networking event specifically for nonprofits. And I sat at a table with some women and was just having a general conversation with them. But I went there with the goal of getting sponsorship for a program that we had just launched, our care packages. We provide care packages to students who are on their way to college with over $400 worth of bedding, toiletries, and school supplies. So I went to this event with the idea somebody gonna say that they at least gonna talk to me a little bit more about this opportunity. And I actually left there and somebody came up and said, we'll give you $3,000. And that was really because I was like, this is the program. These are the expected beneficiaries of this program. And these are the expected outcomes of this program. And how can I get support? So that was my question to the table. How can I get support for this program? And because I was so targeted and I had my elevator pitch down packed, they came over and decided to give $3,000. And this year, actually today, I got an email that they're increasing their investment to $5,000. So that's been a long-term relationship. So I like the uncomfortability of networking because it allows you to grow in ways that you never thought that you would. I love horseback riding. Yeah, my goal is to have my own horse one day. Be found on LinkedIn, Carmen Duncan or Coach Carmen 5. I can be found on Facebook, Carmen Duncan, and I can be found on Instagram, Coach Carmen 5, and I can be found on, I'm missing one, Twitter, Coach Carmen 5. Okay. Or you can just email me directly. I can be emailed at cduncan, that's spelled D-U-N-C-A-N, C Duncan, D-U-N-C-A-N, at M as in mission, A as in accomplished, transitionservices.org. Phone number is 518-207-0209, 518-207-0209. And we work with rising young professionals and entrepreneurs between the ages of 13 to 35 from any socioeconomic background. From our perspective, every young professional is in an economically disenfranchised position, especially if they are dependent on their parents to support them. So someone could be in a multi-million-dollar home with their family, but if their family decides to say, we're not supporting you tomorrow, that person is not going to be able to operate. And also when it comes to and underemployment, you see a lot of individuals who are not employed as they would like to be, and we are here to support them with making sure that their passion meets their purpose.